Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your wrapping up in 2025 reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. We're going to break it down the last 2 months to see how you're going to roll into 2026. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Already got a couple cards out, so let's go. So getting straight into it, it looks like you are taking on the power of the Princess of Wands. Loving that energy. This is brilliant and daring and expressive. A lot of people have actually had this card. So I do like that. Very fiery month of November. We also have the Mercury retrograde. So yeah, I mean, there's things that you're going to say, I'm not going to tolerate this. Be careful, though, of finding yourself in a place of not feeling reliable for certain situations or dealing with people who feel flighty. Okay, so the Ace of Wands over here. Hey, you know what? Talking about that new beginning. Talk about having that boldness that you need to get through things. I like this one. This one is the root of powers of fire, right? This is the energy, strength, sexual vigor, right? There's a lot of passion, a lot of sex, a lot of, I don't know, it's just kind of like you're taking on this. I mean, you already have that fire, so it's kind of like you're just bringing it all to the surface, right? Bring it all to the surface. So, yeah, bring it out in the highest form possible. Moving into this place where you know that this opportunity is for you. It's passion. It's hot. It can also be hot and flirty. Could even be having a new love coming in. So let's look over here and see. Okay. And the next card coming out for the future over here is, Seven of Cups in reverse. I like that. I said, whatever though it felt like there was any kind of illusions or dreams that weren't coming in or things that were holding me back that I thought were not happening are revealing themselves that it was okay. I've got new open doors. Right? Starting to see things in a different light. You could have said that it was promises unfulfilled, but but it was almost like it was okay. Because now at least you can see where the empty promises were. So you're starting to see those empty promises. You're starting to see those things instead of feeling guilty for those things that were happening during the summer, during whatever people were saying. It's like you're getting past them. You're understanding that those things it was kind of like it was what it was. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to hold the guilt anymore. I'm not going to hold any of that anymore. I'm letting it go. Letting go of the worry. So whatever that was holding you back, that was worry, you're definitely letting that go because you're finding this new passion within yourself as the Princess of Wands. You're saying, I can't let those go. I have to find this new area. And you're seeing these new opportunities. And the more that you're letting go of yesterday's worries, guilt, empty promises of what people are saying, seeds that weren't growing the way you wanted to grow, you're having this new passion and this new opportunity and these new doors opening to say, well, then let's get new desires going. Let's end this and start something fresh. So you're going to, leave November. November is going to be about looking at different ideas, looking at new passionate beginnings, letting go of yesterday's worries, and then finding that peace within yourself as the Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups says, I see things from a different point of view, and I have different new passions. You're going to have different new intense passions, ambitious new drives, seeing things from a new point of view, keeping your emotions where your emotions need to be so that way you can have a better change. It's almost kind of like you're going to feel a little far beyond driven in its own way, because you're going to realize that there were things that were hidden from you. Could have even been people who were lying to you, but you're now seeing the truth within the situation. Hard to go with that card for the overall. Keeping traditions alive. I like that. And you know, it's Thanksgiving time. For those of you who are, you know, in the United States having Thanksgiving, you're going to keep those traditions, seeing those traditions, keeping the family together. Worrying about your house, worrying about where you're going and what's real and what's fantasy. The house also represents the body, which is your own body, right? So it's kind of like keeping myself out of toxic situations, keeping my family room the way it needs to be, not allowing anyone to come in to, you know, upset my family, my traditions, my temple, allowing toxic things to leave. Not allowing anyone's thoughts to imprison me. So it's almost like you're doing this kind of review of November about what it is you truly want and how you're going to see things and get through things. Reviewing new job opportunities. Because that desire of the Princess of Wands, that desire that you have within yourself, is allowing you to see from different angles of your life with new opportunities, new visions. I am present. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. Yeah, that's why I said not allowing anybody into your house, your space, your energy. There's going to be an overall kind of assessment of maybe your group of people that you're hanging around with as well. Okay. Sorry, guys. My throat's all weird today. Allergies are really bad. Like hoarse, and yeah, it's just, I took Dayquil for my throat. I didn't have anything else. But it worked for a while. But then doing like these 6 readings, it's all hoarse again. Such is life. Going straight to December, my friends. Ace of Swords, seeing the truth within the situation. Going straight to November and then coming in with the Ace of Swords. I have the clarity, the understanding of where I'm going to put these situations. You see the truth and the truth within the situation, and you're going to end this year with the overall truth. We already see that. Because if December is going to start out with, I know the truth of the situation, I have the power of the 4 of Pentacles within myself, and you're on this power, you have this power within yourself. You're saying, I know what happened, and I know where I'm going to gain my control. So now within the future of this situation, in December, you're going to see the gain and where you felt that you had failures, where your failures were. You're finding out the failures were there for a reason, but it wasn't just because it was for the, difficulties of my life, or because the universe hates me. No. It was because it was definitely the universe's protection. But you already know that, though. You already know that because you see all the difficulties that were going on in this situation. So as you're kind of redoing, I told you, it was like a review. It's like some kind of review. And you're saying there was difficulties, there was this, but then you're realizing there was some shit that was going on that I had to trust in the universe more, because God's rejection was my protection in this situation, and now I'm seeing the gain within this situation. Oh my gosh, guys, come on, now you're the Empress. So you're going to end out this month as the Hierophant and the Empress, and if it is a love connection, you're going to see the truth of where your true love lies. Maybe it was where the true love lies and where the lies were with the other person. Maybe you're seeing lies over here with someone else and seeing the truth in someone else because you have the Hierophant to the Empress, which is a beautiful couple, a beautiful connection. But then you could also say, though, too, I am the Hierophant within, but I'm also co-creating my future. I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to have faith and trust in what I'm doing because now I know what I was doing before was not good for me. But now I have the valor and the strength to continue to move on. So I'm going to go into 2026 with this valor, with this strength, with this curiosity, though, also of what it is that I truly want to have within this situation, because I already seen it over here in November. I've seen it, but I realized that there were things that were going on around my life that I didn't like. I think you're going to do cleanup. Yeah, it just looks like cleanup. You're going to clean house, guys. Clean house. Absolutely. Yep, cleaning house. Getting a couple of tarot cards over here for you. Cleaning house for sure. Yep, there it is. Damn. Knowing your self-worth, knowing that you were frustrated about the situation, clearly seeing what was holding you back. Maybe there was some kind of obsession with work, with some kind of false success, but it wasn't working because it wasn't meant to work. And that's just because it wasn't the place for you. No, it was a place of illusions, a place of where dreams could be, but I have different dreams, and it's almost like the universe is saying, but I have something better for you. I want you to go into this direction. Yeah, I want you to go into this direction as the chariot's coming in and pulling up. It's almost like this chariot's pulling up to you, getting ready for 2026, and it's saying, for 2026, get in my chariot. I'm going to drive you home. I'm going to drive you to where your destiny is, to where you can make a new destined beginning, a place where you need to be. A place where you're going to feel secure, a place where you're going to make money, a place where you're going to feel like you're on top of the world, a place where you're going to feel inspired to actually get things done. Okay. Now let's go ahead and look at your overall message for going into 2026. Besides that, what was it? Getting over disappointments for abundance. You got to be freaking kidding, because that's really what the whole reading was. Getting past these disappointments, those things that did not work, so that we can get back to the place of pleasure and passion. The Three of Cups, the abundance, the happiness, the joy, the place where I can make dreams happen. Wow. Okay. Wow. It's just, doing these makes me want to do the 2026, New Year's, readings. It does. It always makes me want to do them, because it's kind of like, okay, so we see where we're going from this year straight to the next year. And then it makes me just want to do the next year. Like, okay, well, now I want to see what's happening. You know what I mean? But we'll have to wait, my friends, until January to see how this is going to fit into what you're doing. Remember, paths change. If you are not going on this path, then the path could change, right? Nothing is written in stone. So, but for now, what we are seeing is, but I would like to see how it's going to play out. You know that you had these disappointments. You know that you had to do this to go here and there. For more than anything, this is going to stay on that path. You know that that's, if this resonates with you, that's where you're going, right? Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.